Welcome to Project Pro Code Recipes. In this video, we are going to learn on how to manipulate with dictionary basics in Python. So this is my code snippet over here. I have copied this code and I have pasted that in my Jupyter notebook. I'll explain to you the code over here as well as run this for you. So let's get started. Now, what is dictionary? So dictionary is also a type of data structure such as arrays, numpy, etc. Now, where is it used? So the most common basic use of dictionary is for consider. I'll explain to you via an example. Now consider you are you are storing marks of a student. So basically, there are some basic information that you need to store for a student. For example, his name, his parents' name, then his school, then his address, his phone number, etc. Now you can use in those cases you can use dictionary as you just need to write the attributes, and corresponding to that, if you are passing more than if you are storing the information for more than one children, you need to pass that in form of a list. So this was all about how dictionary what is dictionary. Now let's get started with it. So I've imported warnings in order to ignore unnecessary warnings. Now, okay. Now, unif .org is my first dictionary. So one more thing, how do you define a dictionary? You define a dictionary, uh, you define a list via this bracket, whereas define a dictionary via this bracket. So these curly braces denote that you have defined a dictionary. Now unf underscore org. So name dot unf abc. I am storing more than one values. So unef and abc, these are two values that I need to store. Now staff. So under each unf I need to store two values. So it should be 32 and then 23, and the url. So for unf the url is this, whereas for abc the url is this. You just need to pass the comma and it will automatically understand which corresponds to which. Now I'll print this dictionary. There's one more method of here I've directly defined my dictionary, but there are many methods of defining a dictionary. So there is another method. You can define a dictionary by first defining an empty dictionary. So who underscore org, I've defined an empty dictionary by you just passing the parenthesis. This means who underscore org is a data type, is an object of dictionary type. Now specifically you can then add the dictionary elements that okay. So basically these are keys, these are known as keys, and these are the attributes of the keys. Okay, so my first key is name, my second key is staff, and my third key is url. So here I'm storing just one value, so who 10 and these and this url. Now after that I'm printing my who underscore org. You can also pass nested values. For example, name, unitas, now staff, so 32, and url, these are two. This means under this name unitas, these two have been stored as url. Now how to access the values when you have been passing it that in a list format? So you can access these values of name, staff, and url easily in who.org, but when you pass that in nested format, how to access those values, I'm explaining to you over here. So let's understand this just with the help of this url example. Now if you print this url, this will give me the complete block of the list. Okay, this means this will give me both of these values, whereas when I want specifically one value, I just need to write the index of that. So you know, all the indexing, every time the indexing occurs from 0, starts from 0, so this will denote the 0th index, and this will denote the first index. So you need to write unitas underscore org, then url, the dictionary key under in string format. Then you need to specifically specify the index that you want. So let me run this for you. So you can see initially when I did not pass any index, it passed me the complete value for the key url, whereas when I specifically specified the index, it gave me 0 and 1s. Now this was my first dictionary, this was my second dictionary, and this was the third dictionary. So this was all about codes in this video. For more industry relevant project, you can visit our website. For more code recipes like this, you can visit our website as well as our YouTube channel. You can also get your customized code by using the click here function over here, and the URL for the code in this video is available in the description below. Thank you.